right, let's get into it. Let's get into this. So what I'm going to be looking at, rather than going off this level because it's so far away, or for the resistance, I'm thinking about bringing it down to here, from the top of that wick there, because if we come down to that wick here, our next level to validate. Let me just zoom in on that a bit more. If we do get a nice clean break above that level there, we should be able to validate at least a TP1, potentially even a 2 before we get any retracement from these zones up here. All right, so I'm going to lock that in for the buy. Now for the sell, again, it's a little bit tricky again because we've got this manipulation wick, but there's nothing else to go off unless we look at going off the base. So we've got the base of that candle there. So the wick, a tiny little wick of that candle has lined up with the base of the other candle, of the bullish one, this one here. Right, so what I'm thinking, if we get a nice clean break to the downside, we should hopefully be able to, if we do get a clean break and don't just enter and fake us out, we should hopefully be able to get at least to a 3 before we get a reaction off that zone, which is right here. Boom. So if we go nice and close on that off the base of those candles, if we do get a nice clean break, we should be able to at least hopefully get down to this level before we react. So that is what I'm going to be locking in. Let's lock it in. But yeah, this open is terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, it's look at that close, dude. Proper. That's actually the worst close you can get. That right there is the worst close we can get. I'm almost thinking about just not trading it, to be honest with you. I don't like the way it's moving though, man. I really don't like the way it's moving.
It doesn't look like there's heaps of volume, does it?
Nah. I know, boys. I'm considering closing this off. Look, I'd much prefer not trading and missing a move than get them stopped out.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of selling pressure underneath it as well.
Yeah. All right, boys. I've closed my buy off. If anyone want, look, it probably is going to pump, but I've just closed it off. I'd much prefer to just take a fucking loss. All right, we're in.
Huge buy just come in, bro. Huge buys.
All right, let's go. Let's see. I'm out. I'm not in. I've closed my position. I don't like the way the candle's moving. But hopefully, if anyone's in it, I hope this pumps. Did that get ya? Yeah. Yeah. That's trading smart, bro. We had to make that decision this morning. I'm glad it didn't backfire on us because we've got to look at these things. When the market opens, so I'm glad we closed those positions off, because when the market opens and we get an opening candle like this, that means it doesn't know what direction to go.